Good afternoon, everyone. We are in the open mic session now. I'll get started. I'll hand you over. This is myself. I'm currently an employee of Sunbelt. I head up the BIM division. I've started as an architect in the background, had a few years in the house building environment, and gone over to commercial builds for the likes of Sitner Group, doing bespoke showrooms for Jaguar Land Rover, McLaren, and then I headed over to the self-employed market, where I started my own practice, which was interesting just at the beginning of COVID. Let's say it's hard to judge and assess what the market's going to be like, so it was a struggle, I'm not going to lie, but I am now firmly situated in Sunbelt as their head of BIM, and I bring assets in, I digitalise them and make them usable in AR format and other formats such as Revit, object files, so we can use it in the 3D design feasibility stages. So that's me.
Hi everybody, I'm Molly. I've been at Sunbelt for just under a year now. I'm working in the product data team. I've helped Jazz a little bit with our roadmap that we've got out, doing the data side of it, full spectrum, so it's all very new to me.
So we've got Jaroslaw, Robert and Jared who are going to be just talking, so I'm going to let you get started first. There's your clicker.
Thank you. My name is Jaroslaw Szczepanek, shortly Jarek. I'm more than 15 years with Fluor. Previously I was in a different company, focused on the digital twin, but in terms of how we can use the best our knowledge, functionality from the free design between engineering and construction. This is, I think, for the questions, yes?
Yes, so if you could all scan that, and as we go through the open mic, if you have any questions, put them into the Slido, and then when we reach the end, we can go through them, and that's it. Nod when everyone's ready.
Okay. The social media. Yes. Okay, I called this session Digital Alone is Not Too Smart. A little controversial, but I wanted that we, for a couple minutes, think about what we can get the best and the worst from these current solutions. At the beginning, a few facts in infographic about Fluor. We are the EPC company, and we provide professional and technical solutions globally with a focus on technical expertise and knowledge sharing. As I was preparing for the conference, I remembered the innovative discussions at Fluor by my colleague, the late Steve Weideman, called The Wheels of Innovation. During these meetings, we shared knowledge about innovative technologies that, thanks to cost reduction, have become available in mass applications, such as laser scanning, telematics, drones, RFID, remote visual inspection, and virtual reality. 10 years ago, in this virtual innovation room, we discussed the future and what has the greatest potential. It was a discussion about the Raspberry Pi, Model B, a small, single-board, affordable computer in the context of the use of IoT sensors. We were delighted with the open design, modularity, and extensions such as guardboard designed for educational purposes. This GPIO pin extension allows the Raspberry Pi to take control of LEDs, switches, analog signals, and sensors. At the time, we predicted that within a decade, sensors would be everywhere, and digital transformation would change not only our homes, but above all, engineering and construction. The question that remains open today in the context of Gartner's hype cycle chart is what stage we are at. The Gartner's hype cycle is a valuable framework which visualizes the maturity and adoption of technologies and applications. It divides the process into 5 phases: innovation trigger, peak of inflated expectations, proof of disillusionment, slope of enlightenment, and plateau of productivity. Whether we are digital smart or digital alone. Today, the word digital is one of the most popular words in daily usage, from digitalization through digital transformation to digital twin. Digital is also part of big data and AI, or, as the media has made famous, ChatGPT and Copilot. Digital twin is the digital virtual representation of a physical object asset, for example, jet engine, pharmaceutical laboratory, production facility, or refinery plant. A digital twin integrates data and information by collecting data about physical objects using sensors and IoT devices, analyzing the collected data, and predicting future states. The analysis results are then simplified and visualized in 3D models, Power BI dashboards, and other graphical or tabular representations. The insights gained from analysis and visualization enable stakeholders to make informed decisions. Finally, decisions are implemented in the physical object, and the results are monitored. For example, we can see the bridge with some sensors which shows this effect. There are 3 main levels of integration. It was previously mentioned: digital model, shadow, and twin. Depending on the level of integration, decision makers will be either a human factor or an automated system. Smartification refers to the process of integrated digital technologies and data-driven solutions to improve quality of life, efficiency, and sustainability. In the process, all devices become smart with additional devices connected via HDMI or USB. Digital sensors replace analog sensors, and smart information is processed information. The key components of smartification are Internet of Things devices, sensors, which enable the implementation of new solutions such as intelligent traffic management system, driving shopping, smart refrigerators, heating, smart thermostats, interactive learning with real-time feedback, as well as predictive maintenance. Smartification related to the building management system and facility management is still underestimated in digital twin design. It is often a random swap of analog to digital sensor, rather than proactive analysis based on the functional requirements of the building facility. Cybersecurity is the field of information and communication technology and operational technology, and is crucial. ICT cybersecurity is concerned with the protection of systems that support communication, processing and storage of data, while OT cybersecurity focuses on systems that monitor and control physical devices and processes in industries such as manufacturing, energy. It's also with chemicals, all these pipelines and utilities. Top 5 critical controls of ICT, ICT, OT, cybersecurity are secure network architecture, asset inventory, hardware, software, firmware, incident response planning, backup and recovery, and continuous vulnerability management. One of the best sources of cybersecurity ICT OT information is Mike's LinkedIn profile. Why it's not QR? Because as cybersecurity person, he said, I cannot agree to put QR because it could be a trap. Sustainability. This graphic is crowded, but I just wanted to show you something which we propose. Sustainability is a great educational challenge based on 3 pillars: environmental, economic, and social. The education should start in primary school as the first step of building awareness and understanding that sustainability is an integral part of the digital twin. We cannot start to teach people with full maturity about digital twin. It's too late. The infographic demonstrating how Fluor is supporting clients' efforts to decarbonize their business in different areas: project planning and management, resources and competences, energy transition, design, supply chain, construction, and operation and maintenance. We don't only support and advise, but also actively work for sustainability. We reduced office and fleet emission to net zero, which was our net zero 2023 commitment. And I think very small things which we are doing daily in our house, everywhere, make impact to change our sustainability. When we talk about the socio-technical, I think this aspect is really in background. We quite often forget about it. We talk, we need to have digital twin, but without stakeholders, it's never happened. That day by day, we have more and more interaction between people, organization, and technology. Digital twins can help understand and optimize this interaction by modeling human behavior, technological processes, and organizational structures. There is a synergy between digital twins, sustainability, cybersecurity, and socio-technical systems, and smartifications, which creates a resilient, efficient, and adaptive framework that can respond to the dynamic needs of modern society and industry. But there are also areas that contain sensitive data, can violate privacy, intellectual property, and copyright. It's, for example, in New York Times, and probably you heard that a lot of data from the New York Times will use it to train large language models without getting the permission. This issue required good legislation and appropriate security mechanism, as well as the cooperation of all stakeholders in accordance with Gemini principle. The right information to the right hands at the right time to make the right decision by stakeholders. Are digital twin and AI something completely new, or just new terms for previously known processes? In plain language, digital twin is a two-way relationship of physical object and their representation, and AI advanced statistics and statistical relationships. Using plain language, we can see what digital twin and AI looked like 8 years ago. Okay. First, sustainability. Victoria Gardens provided the day tables in cities. It was solution sustainable. Smartification, a modern radar, and next to it, telescopic plotting instrument, which has become smart using a cheap telephone for communication. Cybersecurity, enigma and overconfidence in its own security. Socio-technical, thanks to good communication between the government and the British, a synergy was created that integrated society and technical solutions that required sacrifices. And real digital twin, RAF operations room, two-way exchange of data and information. Decisions made based on the human factor and simple automated system. Battle of Britain was summarized by Winston Churchill in words, "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few." But look now, today, 80 years later, in the age of digital twin and AI, we can say so much owes by so many to so few experts who develop functional requirements and take care of the accuracy and quality of the raw data. Therefore, there are no room for shortcuts in educated technical experts. At the same time, the current challenge is to encourage the next generation to study engineering, understanding technical processes, and not just being only an efficient developer or end user. Otherwise, the digital twin and AI will become another kind of blinded social media where there are more words than facts. Back to basics. Steve mentioned at the beginning, sum up the need to get back to basic in words. Sometimes you just don't need an app or Bluetooth or RFID. Keep your mind open. 3 areas where we should go back to basic and have an open view of innovation are technology, people and engineering in the digital age. Technology challenges, there are simplicity over complexity, cost consideration, technical limitation, and privacy concerns. In people, challenges are education, business and personal, with focus on work-life balance. And finally, engineering challenges are fundamental principles, core skills, technical knowledge, professional skills, innovative mindset, and the right choice of tools. The right tool is something which is for me one of the most important things. Every area needs the right tool for the right job. A Swiss knife is good for camping, but not for managing sensitive data. When it comes to project lifecycle, we can distinguish some interesting vehicles. But I know, unfortunately, there is no time machine yet. Vespa, a small maneuverable, adapted to urbanized areas where there is limited and crowded space. It could be pharmaceutical facility, data centers, semiconductors, or other buildings. A racing car, focused on long distances in straight lines with specially profiled curves. Railways, motorways. And heavy mining truck. This is a large scale and the challenges associated with it. It could be power plant, mine, and so on. In terms of product life cycle, we have a car disassembled into parts. Focus on repetitive assembling of a larger unit production line assembly plant. And all this will be different type of digital twin definition from the very beginning to the end. Of course, it will be subdivision, but it is main. For many people, AI visualizes itself as a simple answer to all the world's problems. It is true that AI, machine learning, deep learning, and large language model, the artificial neural networks, have transformed numerous industries and accelerating the development of digital twins and smart cities. There are also plenty of new opportunities thanks to generative AI. But they also have inherent weaknesses and limitations. Their strengths are efficiency and speed, automation of processes, and accuracy and scalability. Their weaknesses are data dependency, lack of understanding, and generalization. Being aware of the challenges of urbanization, modeling cities with the help of digital twin and AI, and smart cities digital twin is a must. According to data published by the United Nations in 2018, almost 70% of the world population will live in urban areas by 2050. City information modeling is an innovative approach to city planning and management by combining 3D and asset model, integrating multidisciplinary resources like BIM, GIS, ICT, and IoT. City information modeling has several functional characteristics that make it an effective tool, such as real-time data integration, dynamic interaction, and predictive analytics. Digital alone. By this term, I mean complete separation from other facts, processes, and experts. As a result, digital alone is weak. The issue of simplification leads to apparent knowledge, but in reality blocks the possibility of development and being smart. Just as a human can go blind when looking straight at the sun, digital alone can blind data when observing the sun as a result of statistical simplifications and incorrect, not supervised machine learning material. Fine dust that appears once every 13 years between Earth and the Sun, called a Mercury transit, may go unnoticed in the white noise of the data. Digital development is multi-stage and follows the transformation sensors from analog to digital. However, the transformation doesn't change the mathematical and physical laws. Historians will only be able to determine what phase of the previously mentioned Gartner hype cycle we are in today. The digital essence, like the tasty analog essence of tea or coffee, requires the right selection of ingredients, the proper temperature of water milk, as most importantly, communication, the exchange of thought over coffee or tea. The key ingredients for digital essence are digital twin in data integration, simulation, analysis, and decision support, AI in predictive models, pattern recognition and optimization, and human supervision in providing context, technical expertise, and ethical judgment. I strongly believe that system thinking is the digital essence. Digital essence is a combination of holistic view, complex problem solving, innovation, adaptability, and decision making. If we limit ourselves to one side and someone puts a cup in front of us, we can easily mistake milk tea and white coffee. Without the other senses and a holistic view, the depth of tasty essence will remain hidden and undiscovered. System thinking is a digital enabler which protects digital from being alone, enables growth raised by cybersecurity and sustainability, powered by AI, and finally leads to smart decision making. The goal of Industry 5.0 is to combine the unique skills of human and machines to achieve more flexible and personalized production. It complements human creativity, complex decision-making, and emotional skills with the efficiency and accuracy of machines. This equation, human-centric approach, equal digital twin plus AI plus human supervisions. The equation must remain sustainable and cyber-secure so that the AI-driven journey into the future leads to growth. The next generation needs inspiration and hope after the COVID pandemic, just as Newton needed a falling apple in the days of the Great Plague. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a nice digital journey.